YouTube, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we got the XJ out here. So I wasn't going to make a video, but now that I'm looking at it, I figure we'll make a video. So as you can tell, the ground's wet. I took my pressure washer on this nice 70-degree day at the beginning of March and decided to power wash the XJ down. So immediately there was lots of dirt, black dirt that was stuck all over this thing that we got off mostly. For the most part, it does look a lot better. I started going at this, so the paint started coming off there a lot. But as you can tell, like, this thing is not that clean on the outside. Underneath looks great when it comes to rust. But we come up top here, and I didn't notice this actually when I bought it. But as you can tell, all of this has been exposed for a while. And as I pressure washed the roof off, a lot of paint was coming off, but that's fine. It's just as simple as sanding down and spray painting over top of it. It's a roof and it's $1,000 Jeep anyway. But yeah, I mean, the hood came pretty clean. This door, if we would want to restore it, definitely gonna need some deep sanding on it. But yeah, I mean, it turned out great from the dirt that I got off it. It definitely needs like a hard scrub. I've actually forgot to clean this side of the diff cover with the super straight squirter thing, but I did come underneath of here and I sprayed the hell. Look, you can tell by the transfer case, this thing was covered in gunk. Like, look at all of this like oil and grease buildup chunks that are underneath of it now. This thing was not the cleanest underneath when it comes to that. Rust wise, it was great. So now that we did our little walk around, I found a guy who sold me 2 front seats for the XJ for 20 bucks. The only thing is, I mean, it's a little dirty, whatever. He said they came out of his off-road Jeep. I don't care. This is literally the only rip in them. But this will be the passenger seat in that, so it doesn't bother me too much. It's not like I'm going to be sitting on it all the time. The only thing is that neither of them came with seatbelts attached, so I had to take this one from the seat that was already in the Jeep. So I'll just have to get another seatbelt buckle for that. I did actually break a bolt. That one right there broke off. This one, let me see real quick. I let this one soak in PB Blaster. I just got it to move very slowly, but you know, it feels like it's gonna break anyway. I'm not too worried about it, especially depending on the way we take the build for this Jeep. So that one can stay in there. So each seat's only gonna have 3 bolts in it. Like I said, I'm not worried about it. The left-hand side one needs a seatbelt anyway, so I probably won't even put that one in right now. I also probably won't put it in right now because I'm debating on which way we're going with this Jeep. Like, so if we walk around, that rocker panel's gone. It's dented up. The hood's missing paint. This is dented up. This is just terrible. And the roof is just missing a lot of paint. Like, this thing, to be completely restored, needs some love. Definitely needs some love. Like, pretty much, I'd have to repaint the whole thing. The whole thing would need repainted. Interior wise, it's not too bad. Like, that's broken, but I paid $1,000 for it. The condition that it's in now, it's like, do I really want to put the time and money in to restore it? I'm thinking not at this point. I think what I'm going to do is thrash it. As much as I love these wheels on a clean XJ, I can save them for another build. I'm thinking we'll walk over here. I got my lift pucks for the front. I got my leaf spring blocks for the rear. I'm thinking we find a set of shocks. We find a set of lower control arms. If I need it, I have a transfer case drop kit actually over here. I don't know if I need 6 blocks. I have 4. I think I only need 4, but I have that. So I have some stuff. Literally all I need is lower control arms and shocks. And we can throw a 3-inch lift kit on this in a few hours. No big deal, right? I would need some U-bolts. And I'm assuming I'm gonna need to heat a lot of bolts up and buy some new bolts, because there's probably stuff that's gonna break underneath this thing. I mean, you see all this gunk. I can only imagine taking out the shock bolts on this freaking thing. So with that being said, we're probably gonna go the route of a 3-inch lift, 3-inch blocks, some shocks and stuff. Just go super dummy cheap and maybe weld the rear and thrash the hell out of this thing. But yeah, got some seats, power washed her off, cleaned her up a little bit, just to see what it looks like. And you see this here, you're wondering, these came off the Wrangler. They're about like a 32 and a half. Let me push them up against. They're like a 32 or a 33. Now, to be a smartass, I could throw them on there, but as you can see, they're huge on this thing. Obviously bone stock XJ, and they're not on the axle, so obviously it would help a little bit, but it would still be these things would still be huge. So yeah, like I said, 3-inch blocks, probably going that route. Now I'm debating on whether or not to leave the carpet in here or take it out. That's why the seats still are not put in, because I don't know if I want to take the carpet out or not. I'm probably going to go the route of a beater Jeep, so we'll probably take these seats out. Or not the seats, sorry. We'll probably take this carpet out. That's what I'm thinking right now, is take the carpet out. So that being said, I'm probably just gonna put the Jeep back in its little hidey hole right here. And tomorrow or another day, we'll probably get to ripping the carpet out, and we'll probably actually do it the real way. We might sand down the floors and rhino line the floors or something, but I'm not gonna leave it bare. I'm definitely gonna clean up the floors. So with all that talking aside, this kind of pointless video, we're gonna roll this extra tire back inside here, and we're gonna do a little burnout. Why not? We're gonna do a little burnout. No, I could barely see what I was doing because there was no front seat inside the Jeep, but it made it more interesting, even parking it. But that's gonna end the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the burnout. Sorry, I'm being loud. I hope you enjoyed the burnout. I hope you enjoyed the little bit of an update. As you can see, I'm trying to make some progress with little time and little money I have anymore. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button down below. Make sure you leave this video a thumbs up. That way this channel gets spread so we can do more fun activities.